Hello everyone and welcome back to the little corner of YouTube which goes under the name of Reggie's Corner. So we are back with part 6 of our walkthrough of the horror adventure game Cayne. And in the last video we ventured to a few different places, but the most memorable being the Cayne STASIS room. And we solved some puzzles and we are now on our way back to the elevator, I think, to unlock yet another room so Hadley can go in there and find out some more about what has been going on in the weird laboratory and maybe finding a way out. If you want to explore this alongside with me, all you have to do is stay put, because now we start. So here we are just where we left off. I missed to mention that we in Hadley fashion blew up yet another room, but we did. And it was because we imprinted the PDT with faulty devices and it made it blow up. Searingly hot flames, toxic fumes smother the air as the fire starts to purge this place of its crimes. Twisted remains. The glass tube has erupted. Fatty lumps of flesh and brain tissue sputtering wetly in the flames. Oh, that's nice. Melted brain nutrient tank. Curdled preservation fluid drips from the crumpled aluminium veneer. Charred wooden desk. Nothing but splinters, ash, and smoldering clumps of blackened debris. Yeah, so this is the PDA we've already read from Sharon. Yeah, I don't remember the daughter's name at this point, but we heard both of their stories and they didn't really like each other that much. That is true. We are unauthorized. So, let's see if we can...
Can't.
What's wrong?
The barrier is torn to pieces.
Be vigilant, Hadley. I'm counting on you.
You can do this. Be brave. You can do this. You're doing it.
Are we brave enough to just try and touch the elevator and see what happens?
Oh, come on.
And we have an achievement unlocked, Samantha. So I guess we couldn't do that? No, I think we died and got restarted at the bottom of this ramp. So the brain emulation lab is now open, so I'm guessing if we just try to venture up this ramp here, we'll just die horribly again. So we will instead venture into the brain emulation lab. Good thing about trying to get to the elevator though was that we triggered a cutscene and probably a missable achievement as well.
Hadley, my dearest little girl, my sweet creature, you're alive.
Do you know me?
Know you? Oh, my girl. I know you better than you know yourself right now.
Oh, God.
Atoms will suffice.
Hadley, need to go.
No.
And how is the masterpiece inside of you? Healthy, I hope. Growing quickly now, I'm sure. It's nearly time.
What do you mean?
Our baby, Hadley.
Don't talk about my baby. Why did you take me?
You were the right person in the right place at the right time.
Can you help me get out of here?
Trust him.
Out of here? Don't worry about getting out. Security will be here soon. They'll set this all right. Just come. Wait here. This is the safest room in the facility. Here. Closer to me.
I don't think so.
No, I don't trust Dr. Adams. We know that he was the one who paid Mr. Bueno to impregnate Hadley in the first place, and I think he's just pure evil, so let's not. Wheezing obscenely with every breath, he watches Hadley with a smug, sanctimonious sneer. Well, that in itself makes me not want to help him. Red hologram. Small plumes of holographic particles rotate slowly. They indicate that this door is locked, which it is. Force field. The plasma ionizes the air and forms an impenetrable hexagonal barrier of energy. Projector. An advanced portable energy field generator. Plastic covered surgical chair. An intimidating array of machinery, cabling and other inscrutable electronic apparatus is assembled around it. Smoldering flames. An isolated fire loiters between the congealing clots of fire-suppressing foam. And we have a PDA. Lacerated flooring panels. The damage has exposed a section of the maintenance system. Bent flooring panels. A clutter of displaced tiles that look like they've been pushed up from below. Sizzling fire. Flames lick at the sides of the surgical apparatus, leaving sooty streaks in the melting plastic. Fire-suppressing foam. Noxious vapors still seep from the gluttonous muck. Is this a fire-suppressing canister or something? We'll see. Oh, a fire-suppressing cylinder.
Samantha, a grotesque violation of genetics. But she is locked away. Joseph managed to lure her behind the loading fence. Quite the action hero, our Joseph. He did die rather spectacularly.
The fence has been ripped open, and your experiment is going to tear us all to pieces.
No. All three of us will be safe very soon. Then we can carry on where we left off.
I said don't talk about my baby.
Yeah. We have another PDA.
I'm afraid that most of that information may be a little above your head.
I'm tempted to stick around just to see this place burn.
Well, he looks like a douchebag. Dr. Simon Adams, The Day of Love. Not that it means much to a senescent bachelor like me, but oh, an old man can dream, can he not? For old men have nothing but dreams to keep them awake in the sleepy, languorous twilight of their years, one might suppose. And a dream of love is a salve on this chap's unrealized passion, his grief, his regret. My work in the facility is a different matter entirely, however. Cayne has already been delivered to us in stasis, and I still haven't succeeded with even a single subject, a most exasperating problem indeed. Not least as this would be only the start of my own ambitions, my own renaissance. Dr. Malan's research has demonstrated that consciousness is nothing more than a program, a set of equations and instructions and conditional arguments. It can be replicated and it can be transplanted, but much like the body's immune response may reject a transplanted limb, so the body's most basic neural encoding, its inherent sense of self, or what Freud called the ID, may also reject transplanted consciousness. The question is how to suppress that encoding, how to suppress perhaps the human soul itself. And instead of looking for an answer, instead of solving the predicament of human mortality, I am dreaming of Joseph Bueno eating me. And it's rather arousing. Okay, so once more, the scientists down here seems to be like twisted bunch of weirdos. March 4th. Now here's an intriguing coincidence. I have discovered that a recent but otherwise bureaucratical insignificant employee in the facility is related to Cayne. The genealogy is tenuous but definitely established. Could a genetic component be the solution to our problem? Acquisition could be precarious, but a man finds luck where opportunity and preparation meet, and this man could use a bit of luck. I have an opportunity, so now to prepare. April 2nd. Hank is mostly my fault. I'm afraid of the calendar. I told him this morning. Why? He asked. Because it's days and numbered, I replied, and then I had to explain the joke because Hank is not exactly the most socially sophisticated boy. He's not exactly the most ordinary boy. I should have disposed of him with his host. I know, but I'm modeling, and besides, I always wanted a child. I'd always wanted to be a dad. Well, I think it's best that you didn't become one, to be honest. I named him after my own late father, a man I confess I despised for reasons too numerous and humiliating to disclose here. But my colleagues in the lab call him the hobo. I should probably be insulted on his behalf, but I'm not sure I blame them. He might be a kind of ersatz son, but he's undeniably peculiar. Much like me, since adolescence I've been fascinated, no, consumed by the prospect of incorporation, of two people merging, absorbing and coalescing with each other and becoming one. It's obviously been a tremendous motivation for my ongoing research at the facility, but it's also profoundly personal. If I could transplant an adult's consciousness within an infant subject, it must be possible, with some recalibration, no doubt, but fundamentally not a dissimilar process in theory. To transplant an adult consciousness with another adult, it would certainly preclude the vulgar taboo, grisly mess, and dubiously esoteric prospects of old-fashioned cannibalism anyway. And Joseph is the sort of man I'd always wished I could be. Elegant, charismatic, generously endowed. I assume he's generously endowed. Yeah, you wish you were him. May 23rd. Cairns' project is absurd. The regrowth of organs is only a temporary solution to the permanent problem, inevitably infirmity, and a most impractical one. Sooner or later the body itself must be replaced. Whatever his pious pretensions and shrieks of heresy, he can worship Cayne all he wants, but science is, as they say, a non-profit organization. Cayne is a client, even if he does technically pay our salaries. Our work here is not some opulent apostolic devotion. It is legitimate, it may be not entirely ethical, I'll concede, medical research for the future prosperity of humanity, or the future prosperity of our facility in Ralph's case. We're all about maximizing efficiency over here, and we didn't need a health and fitness officer when everybody who works in this lab is already a medical professional, and also weirdos. In the meantime, progress on my own special order is exceeding expectations. Joseph has proven rather more resourceful than I'd first imagined, although I'll claim the credit for his extraordinary virility. I've started contriving arrangements for the host transfer to my lab within the next 2 months or so, with final deliveries scheduled just in time for the ho-ho-ho holidays. Oh, Dr. Adams for me. You shouldn't have. July 10th. You had a series of accidents in the lab. Actually, I suspect sabotage of some sort. I found some discrepancies in our security access log, but the joke's on whomever is responsible, because the early termination of our last 2 host batches has proved a convenient subterfuge for the requisition of my own special order. Now I can watch it on the ultrasound monitor 24 hours a day. All other priorities rescinded. December 15th. Reports of an emergency situation elsewhere in the facility, although the details are infuriatingly, if unexpectedly, ambiguous. As per official company protocol, I've started the arduous process of backing up my lab work, but if a full evacuation is called, I could lose the most crucial progress I've made on the project. Progress which has, in fact, come almost to a full term. Yeah, so it's probably Hadley's baby, you weird sicko. Okay, so I think we have all that we need here for now. I'm not even going to try to enter the room of that perverted guy.
You can't leave me.
Watch our back, cause we just did. I had a little idea. If I remember correctly, the crew facilities had a fire going which prevented us from going up to the second floor.
Nice.
A retro tape cassette is loaded into the deck with the label Broseph Megamix 69. Could Broseph be Joseph Bueno? Okay, this is something. She wouldn't have said voice if it wasn't something. Could we... You know, let's try. See if we can do this.
Voice file captured.
Can I get a JOSEPH?
Hey! Voice recorder Joseph Bueno. The voice recording device contains a voice sample of Joseph Bueno. That is cool. We probably need that for something. Maybe we can actually open a door somewhere, like if it's voice imprinted or something. Okay. So first of all, has anything happened here since we left? Fire is still going on and we still have a PDA up on the second floor. No, I think it's pretty much the way we left it. So let's check my first theory, that we can use the fire suppressant thingy on the smoldering.
Excellent. And I totally knew it was going to do that.
Of course you did, Hadley. Of course you did. Cool, so now we can... I thought we could, you know...
Nothing. I think that's what scares me. The idea that when we die, there's just nothing.
It's not nothing. Sounds like you have a life most are envious of. You have kids, right? A real family. Where people know you exist. Real life. Some of us never got off the starting line.
You will have a family soon.
When I die, I want to leave something behind. You have that. I have student debt and a goldfish.
Your legacy is the child inside of you.
This baby deserves more than what I could ever give. It deserves to be part of something. Something bigger than me. Family. Home. A future.
Well, I would tell her to perk up, but she kinda has a point. She's in a bad spot, but she's also a tough girl, so she'll probably make it work somehow. But first, we'll check out this PDA that's been lying up here teasingly all this time. Joseph Bueno. Oh man, this is a long one as well.
Jerk! What the hell was I thinking?
Joseph Bueno, February 14th. I don't even want to know what happened in the lab. Keep a bunch of pregnant bitches locked up in one place long enough and shit's gonna go down. Everybody knows that. But with Cayne arriving next month, Now this fucking disaster. Security's getting tighter than my glutes on leg day. Lol. Gotta use that line at the interdepartmental mixer later. Between this, my new skincare regime, and that, baby, let's make like a DNA helicase and unzip these jeans t-shirt. Those sluts from the organ grinder are gonna be slipping and sliding off their seats. January 23rd. I hit the jackpot, hit it, but didn't quit it, if you know what I mean. Gonna keep this plate spinning because her name's Julia Cayne and she's only, wait for it, Professor Cayne's daughter and his assistant. She's a solid 6.8 out of 10, maybe even a 7.1 if she'd shut the fuck up. Nice deltoids. More importantly though, she's in charge of Samantha and her grubs. I play this right, and I've got free tickets to the organ grinder's petting zoo whenever I want. More like heavy petting zoo. Major threesome potential, lol. Maybe. But seriously, this is just what you've been waiting for, brosef. I might even get to cop a feel of Samantha. Just thinking about it is getting me so hot. No batch of hosts is gonna feel that burn tomorrow. February 12th. Got some annoying new guy bothering us in the lab about the facility's new perpetual quantum power system. Danny something or other. Total beta. He's even got a fucking pet bird. Had to sit through a whole presentation about shit. I don't know. I don't pay attention to chumps. I was too busy dreaming about the nasty things I'm gonna do with Samantha. Okay, another weird. What is going on down here? Julia gave me the grand tour around the organ grinder yesterday. I noticed a spare larva incubation canister in one of the storerooms. It's a bit busted up, but I think I could fix it. The real problem is liberating some of those grubs, but just imagine I could grow my very own sexy mermaid monster. Maybe I even put in a requisition to Cayne take for an extra orifice mod. Lol, he's using that way too often. In the meantime though, I've been cooking up a new sedative mix for the lab host that keeps them nice and compliant, but also just a bit awake, you know. Low enough consciousness to keep the EEG normal, but high enough that they know when I'm working on my special project. Gotta keep myself busy, you know. March 18th. There's something wrong with the food, I swear. People are shitting out of their eyes. I told one of the interns that Danny's been dosing the rations with radioactive goo, because fuck that guy and his dumbass bird. And it's totally the kind of thing a beta loser like him would do for attention anyway. What the fuck is up with this cheese diet? Sure enough, everybody was blaming that asshole in about 2 hours. Lol. Managed to grab that larva incubator and 2 grubs while everybody else in the lab was cramming in the toilets though. Hello, Grubbette and Grublina. Smiley face, smiley face. April 17th. Adams paid me to hook up with some chick off site last night. He gave me a bunch of performance enhancement pills. Like this sexual Tyrannosaurus needs it, lol. And had to get video proof and everything. He was very insistent about that. I didn't know he was into that kinky voyeur shit. Actually, I kind of thought he was into me. Yeah, he probably was. That old creeper eyeballs me, like, constantly. Does that make me some kind of, like, hot wife, but a dude version? Is that gay? Whatever. It's cash in the bank and Julia won't ever find out. Well, unfortunately for Bueno, she did find out. Like we didn't already have enough shit stains around the facility, Cayne has sent us a fucking health and fitness officer to sort out the food problem, instead of sending us more food. What the hell are those corporates smoking in the boardroom? Because I could use some of that. July 29th. She's been fucking crazy. First the ARM malfunctions in the lab. Don't know what the deal is there, but we had eggheads coming in and out at all hours trying to fix it, and we lost 2 shipments of hosts. On one hand, it's pushed out behind schedule, but on the other hand, the bruises of those whores were starting to show. Now I've got a whole fresh canvas for my art. And hey, remember Ralph? Yeah, Ralph's out. Technically, it was kind of decided he'd be more useful as the PDT printer's new CPU, and nobody else was more fit or healthy for the position. So he really was that head in the PDT printer. Lol. Now Ralph's doing some real work for the company, and nobody has to worry about logging their macros and carbs and whatever. And I monitor my own anyway. So they basically sliced the health officer. Oh, and somebody found a thing in atmospherics, like some kind of puppet made of rotting body parts. I'm pretty sure it's the hobo's girlfriend or some shit. Lol. I guess some guys gotta get it where they can, and let's be honest, who am I to judge? Well, who are you to judge? Last but not least, I think Groblina might be pregnant. Yeah, she's definitely getting fatter, and not just because she fucking ate Grobette. For reals, that is a thing that legit happened. Gnawed at her carcass for like a whole week, and her boobs are getting huge. A little punishment and they spew grub milk everywhere. It's actually kinda hot, but gross. But also hot. December 12th. Julia's beginning to irritate the shit out of me. Since when are a few bruises not a sign of love? A few? Lol. Chivalry when they like it, and sexism when they don't. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. Dude, I am totally the new resident DJ in the crew lounge. My sexy tunes are making the bitches hot for a broseth meetup. Get it? I put my playlist on repeat on the vintage boombox. Pussy imagine it. Wow. This guy was an asshole. December 19th. Some kind of emergency drill with the elevator. Don't know what it's about, but it's serious. Now somebody's fucking screaming in the corridor. Gotta go, bruh. So, that was that. Now we know what a total asshole Joseph Bueno was. Even though he, from what we can hear from Dr. Adams, died horribly. So maybe he got his comeuppance. Also, these two long PDA readings has taken up a lot of time. So we will probably end off the part here and pick right back up in the next one. So that was the end of part 6 of our walkthrough, and once again we found out how weird, disturbing and disgusting all of the scientists in this laboratory ended up being. We also met the obese Dr. Adams, and we read the disturbing thoughts of him and Joseph Bueno. We also triggered the Samantha achievement, which I think was hidden, and that is also the key to triggering a cutscene, which ended up with us dying and then being miraculously put back alive before triggering the cutscene. I hope that you fine folks out there has had as good of a time as I've had, and that I will see you again in the next part. Until then, have the greatest of times, and as per usual, game your little souls away. Bye for now.